July 1518. The streets of Strasbourg are suffocating under the heavy summer heat. But something much colder is creeping through the cobblestones. A woman, known only as Frau Trophäa, steps out of her home. There is no music playing. There is no festival. The square is entirely silent. Yet, she begins to move, slowly at first, a twitch, a sway, then frantically. She spins, she leaps, she throws herself into a rhythm that no one else can hear. Her husband pleads with her to stop, but her eyes are blank. She is completely consumed by a silent, invisible melody. She dances for hours, then for days. She doesn't stop for food. She doesn't stop for water. Her feet begin to bleed, staining the dirt beneath her. Within a week, 34 others will join her. Within a month, 400 people will be locked in this macabre, silent frenzy. This wasn't a celebration. It was a death sentence. And to this day, no one knows what dark music they were truly dancing to. Welcome to the ancient dream. Close your eyes and let the shadows of history pull you in. As the plague of movement spread, panic gripped the city of Strasbourg. Imagine looking out of your window into the dim medieval twilight and seeing your neighbors, your friends, twisting and convulsing in the streets. Their faces were masks of agony, yet their bodies refused to stop. The city council was desperate. They consulted the brightest medical minds of the era. The doctors, baffled and terrified, declared that the disease was caused by hot blood. Their cure? It sounds like madness to us now. They believed that to cure the dancers, they simply needed to dance it out. The council hired musicians. They built wooden stages in the center of the town. They brought in pipers and drummers, playing day and night, hoping to exhaust the afflicted. But it was a fatal mistake. The music didn't cure them. It fed the frenzy. The drumming acted like a magnet, drawing even more souls into the horrific trance. Summer days turned into suffocating nights. The stages became slippery with blood and sweat. And then the hearts began to give out. Up to 15 people were dying every single day, collapsing from strokes, exhaustion, and heart attacks. The doctors had failed. So, the people turned to the only other power they knew: the church. In the twisted shadows of the Dark Ages, logic was fragile. When science failed, the supernatural took its place. whispers began to spread through the terrified crowds. This wasn't an illness. It was a curse. They believed the town had angered Saint Vitus, a martyred saint who, according to legend, had the power to curse sinners with a plague of uncontrollable dancing. Others whispered of darker things, of demonic possession, of a collective madness brought on by the devil himself, pulling the strings of the townsfolk like helpless marionettes. The remaining dancers were forcefully taken away, dragged bleeding and screaming to a mountaintop shrine dedicated to Saint Vitus. There, they were given red shoes, cross-shaped necklaces, and left to beg for mercy in the cold mountain air. Slowly, the curse lifted. The dancing stopped. The streets of Strasbourg grew quiet once more, but the scars remained. Modern science tries to explain the unexplainable. They speak of mass hysteria, of ergot poisoning from toxic mold on the rye bread, a mold that causes severe hallucinations and muscle spasms. Perhaps it was a physical poison, or perhaps the human mind simply broke under the crushing weight of poverty, disease, and the endless darkness of the Middle Ages. But even today, historians cannot fully explain the terrifying synchronization of those 400 souls. Sometimes the past holds secrets that refuse to be dragged into the light. Secrets that belong only in the dark. The dancers are gone. Their silent music has finally faded into the earth. And now, it is your turn to find peace. Let the rain wash away the echoes of the past. Listen closely to the silence. Let your breathing slow. Let the darkness hold you. Sleep well. Mm-hmm.